All right. Good morning, everybody. This is Rich Pentany with eXp Realty here in the Alpharetta area. Today, I'm joining with Bart Maldonado with Supreme Lending. Bart, we're going to cover the market today. Bart, if you don't mind, just give us a brief introduction of who you are and a little about Supreme Lending.
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Bart Maldonado. I'm with Supreme Lending. My offices I have some offices in Woodstock, McDonough, and Duluth. I've been with our company for about 4.5, 5 years now. And before I was in lending, I was a chef for 20 years, working in the restaurant business. Sadly, it looks like I got out of it at the right time.
Yeah.
But no, it was it's if now I cook and enjoy food with my 3 kids, for passion as opposed to my profession. So.
Awesome. Yeah, that's super cool. Yeah, so awesome. So one thing that I'm seeing a lot of lately is, first time home buyers, really excited in 2022 to make a move, kind of get out there. A lot of people coming out of that renting world, ready to get into mortgages. So if you could, first time home buyers, tell us a little about the rates of what you're seeing out there and how can we ensure that we're making the move this spring?
Absolutely. So a couple of things with first-time home buyers, and then specifically rates. So rate-wise, obviously rates have increased. There are a lot of different things that the Fed has done, but then in general, we were definitely in the golden era, of the high twos and mid twos and low threes, and unfortunately, that time is gone away. Right now, rates are around about 4%, so like high threes, low fours. I think like for the most people for the par rate. When a par rate is obviously just where it's your interest rate without any origination or extra, discount point wise as far as paying down. But it's about 4% right now.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So 4%, things are moving up. That's to be expected, right? Historically, if we look at it, 4% still a great rate
on a 10-year span. It's still a great shape to buy. It's still very low considering where most countries are. I had an 80-year-old client who's buying their last home, and they joked that their first interest rate in their first home was an 18 with 4 points. So they were fine with a 4. So.
Yeah. I remember I purchased my first house. I was happy. I was ecstatic. I had 6.75%. I thought it was a great rate at the time. Yeah. So, seeing them down where they are at 4, it's still a great buying opportunity.
100%.
Yeah. So one other thing that really it's interesting is, mortgage applications. Can you tell us some of the trends that you're seeing on mortgage applications, refinance applications? What are you seeing right now?
So honestly, we're definitely back to the era where refinances are really only happening out of necessity. Divorce, death when people are separating assets and stuff like that. It's really, rates are high. Unless somebody didn't refinance in the past 3 years during the refi boom of all refi booms, you know what I mean? Then it may not necessarily be an option. I will say with refinances, the one option that does make sense is if you own your home for at least 2 years. Like if you bought at the beginning of the increase over the past few years from COVID, then you're trying to take advantage of your new value, of your increased home value because the market has shot up so much, to get rid of MIP or to flip from an FHA to a conventional, that's definitely a reason to refinance. But in general, refinance applications are way down. Probably like 65% versus where we were last year. Definitely primary purchases, and granted for our company that's awesome because we've always been a primary purchase focused company in general. But yeah, it's the lead. My lead flow has been absolutely incredible over the past few weeks, and for a January and February, I can't imagine what's coming. I mean, everybody knows where we're at with inventory, but the lead flow is still, it's
strong.
It's pretty intense. Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah. Oh my gosh, for January and February, I'll tell you flat out without going into numbers, I've tripled. My January is the biggest January I've ever had. So.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because I was this morning I was looking at just some of the data from January. Here we are in February already. Obviously. Home sales were down on closed units, but that's seasonality coming into play. Mm-hmm. But I look at the number of showings per home, and it's astronomical.
Oh my gosh,
higher
it's
than
insane.
What it was. Extremely higher than what it was this last year, this past month. So, which is great, right?
Yeah.
So, well, in my business, in my practice, I'm all about strategic moves, right? Everything is a strategy. Everything needs to be methodical in place, especially now where I've got sellers who are looking to move but don't want to list their home and secure another home
course.
because that's the last thing we want is someone to be homeless, and we have strategies in place there.
Mhm.
So tell me, what is Supreme Lending doing to really that's offering right now to kind of make sure home buyers are securing deals in 2022?
Absolutely. It's really something that we as a company are very modern based and very forward focused and always have been. And really in this market, it's really about speed. It's speed and reputation. So obviously we're a local lender, and you know I'll shamelessly plug our company for a second, but in general it's all about speed, and that's what we've built for. So like we've broken down every specific process of from when a lead comes to us to all the way like when you get under contract to all the way to the closing table. And so like we can close a conventional loan in 8 days, which is legally the fastest that you can close one. But when, VA, I can close in, we can close in 18 days. But where the speed really comes into play is like anything else. The seller wants to get paid as quickly as possible. Plus, as we all know, the more lead time from when you go under contract to when you close, that leaves all this time for things to happen, for stuff to pop up. You know what I mean? And so for us, the quicker we as an asset to people that are trying to put purchases in homes, we obviously know that sellers are looking at 10 to 15 to 20 offers. Okay, so if you're looking at 10 to 15 to 20 offers, then what are you going to look at? You're looking at the reputation of the lender. If that lender says they can do something, can they? And our company has proven that time and time again in the market. But then how fast can they close? Really, you can close in 10. I get that call all the time. You can close this in 10 days. Really, Bart? I'm like, absolutely. Are you sure? Yeah, of course I am. I closed every month. I close at least 6 or 7, under 15-day closes. So speed, but then also the ability to connect with the listing agent. I make myself fully available through my phone number, through, I tell my agents, I tell them when they put an offer in, put me on the email to the listing site so they can feel comfortable contacting.
Awesome. I mean, that's the way to do it, right? You got to be out there, have a good connection, relationship with your mortgage lender, so we can, and having introducing your mortgage lender to the other side and having that firm, warm and fuzzy feeling that hey, this loan's going to close and we're gonna get there.
Be transparent, and as much for us is getting all the documents from the buyer. Like if you're a buyer's agent, encourage your people to get documents to their lender, because then they can get them fully approved to get the documents reviewed. It's really, really important that they do that up front.
Awesome. Bart, thank you so much for your time today. I greatly appreciate this. This is going to be one of our weekly series, so look forward to having you back on and really kind of making 2022 a super successful year. I posted your information in the chat box, so all the viewers out there have access to your phone number, email, and website, along with my information. If anyone has any questions, concerns, reach out to Bart, reach out to myself. We're more than happy to help. And again, hey, thanks for your day, and let's make it an amazing week. Take care.